All right, folks, how are you? Back with another episode of Life at 10,000 feet up. Been studying all day, so I thought I'll take a break. And most of you guys know I'm from Texas, and in Texas we've got the 4 G's: God, girls, guns, and great steaks. And today we're going to try out some guns. First I have to get some of the targets ready. So I've got to cut up these log stumps so I could set these targets on there. So let's do that first. That's pretty much all I had to do, is put some holes in here so I could sink in the stand. And now it's high enough I could shoot straight ahead instead of toward down to the ground. Okay, so I've already built 2 target racks, but I'm going to put this at 500 yard and this at 250 yards. So I'm going to build this one and set it at 100 yards with some smaller. So I've got 3 2-inch, 3.5 maybe, and a 4-inch target. So you can buy these target joints off Amazon for $30, I think. In the hardware store you can get a 20 feet of rebar, 20 feet rebar. This is 1/2 inch for about $10. And yeah, gotta tighten these nuts, but hang them on there. Pew! Usually I'll just shoot my handguns or my smaller rifle out here straight toward the mountain and easily get a 25 yard or a 50 yard target. But once you get past that, the land drops down to the creek, so it's hard to cross the creek to set up targets. I will cross the creek here in the back for the 250 yards and the 500 yards. I'm gonna place them back there on the back of the mountain, but I've got to put on my boots or my wading pants and cross the creek onto the back side of the mountain, and I'll put the targets there. But for 100 and 200 yards or 50 yards all the way to 200 yards, I actually could just go back here where the water pump is, where the well is. So let's move our targets back there. I've got about 100 yards view or alley down to the, instead of a 50 yard and a 100 yard target. Yards is about right here. Okay, this is for the 100 yard mark. This is why I was 0 in my rifle here. But today I'm going to be shooting my 22 Ruger precision rifle That's sort of my training rifle. It's cheap to shoot 22s, and it's not as noisy, obviously. Maybe later today or tomorrow I'll scope this one in. This is a Savage Arm Precision Elite Model 110 223 caliber. Obviously, I chose the 223 because it's a smaller bullet. It's cheaper to shoot, so it's a great caliber to practice your long range shooting and not waste too much money. I've actually got a 308 in this as well. Sight this gun in here, and I've got a Viper PST Gen 2 on here, 5 to 25 by 50. So I need to zero this into 100 yards, and then should have no problem shooting 250 and 500 yards. There's a 1,000-yard potential that I could put back there when I get a chance, but let's just worry about getting it set up. All right, so for today, let's just try to shoot these new Stinger shells. I've got one that's already open. I've got 2 targets right now. One is at 51 yards, and the other one is 100 yards, 99 point something. Okay, so what I'm going to shoot today is, I've got a Ruger 22, but it's a precision rifle, so it's been sort of designed to mimic what these high-end rifles are. So you get into the practice of the technique. It's only a 6 by 12, so, and that's all you need for a little 22 rifle. These 22 rifle bullets are notorious for their bullet drop after 50 feet. So I've got this scope zeroed out at 50, and I try to shoot multiple brands of 22, and if I shoot out to 100 yards, it's dropping about 7 to 8 inches. So that's a pretty substantial drop. Well, it is a 22, a smaller bullet. This is one of the fastest 22 bullets out there. It's a Stinger 22 CCI Stinger 22 long rifle, 32 grains. It's 1,640 feet per second. So supposedly the drop is less than 3 inches, 2 to 3 inches. So we'll find out when I shoot 100 yards if I can hit it. Sure is nice being able to go shooting right behind your yard instead of having to go to a gun range or having to drive anywhere. That really is nice, especially if you can get 1,000-yard targets. That's nice. 50 yards, the top small target. Whoa, I think I missed. Let me try this big target. Contact. Contact. Let me point this away when I walk downrange. So I've got to hold 2.5, maybe 3 inches when I go for the 100 yards. Let me see if I have any luck there. I guess the terminology is to hold over 3 inches, meaning hold 3 inches above the target to accommodate for the bullet drop. Let's go for the 100. I've got the other GoPro on it. Let's see if this Stinger is worth the money, because at $10 a box of 50, it's pretty expensive for 22. Hit, nice. at 100 yards, holding over at 3 inches, or really, let me see again how high am I holding over. I'm holding over 2 inches. No, one. Let me try holding over at 1 inches. One MOA. Nope, 108 is not going to work.